Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. The EV Hearts are facing off against the Cyndaquils in round number 7. Blitzo going to start for the Cyndaquils. It's going to go ahead for a bounce. Bounce could be a strong move. It is super effective against the Dupiter. As Dupiter goes for a Twister, which will still hit the Blitzel in the air. So good move by the Dupiter, excuse me. There goes the super effective bounce. Also paralyzing the Dupiter. That's not looking good for the EV Hearts, but Dupiter is going to... Oh, it had a cherry berry, so it's going to get rid of that paralysis there, which is good for it, and it turns Blitzel into a Psychic type. So Blitzel now a Psychic type. We'll take a turn. It goes for a Shockwave, no longer stab, but still super effective. Dupiter gets a live because it wasn't a stab move, and it goes for a Spin Out. That Spin Out does a good amount of damage to the Blitzel. Dupiter might be losing here, but you can look at his move choices and recognize it's been playing very well. There goes the Nightshade from the Blitzel, and that will do it for Dupiter as it goes down. EV Hearts will send out their Duosion now. Duosion on the field as Blitzel goes first, this time with a defense curl. His health is a little low, but to be trying to raise his defenses, but we'll see if it helps. There goes the Duosion with a body slam. And, oh, maybe the defense curl was worth it because it did live through that body slam. It is paralyzed now, though. So Duosion will go first, thanks to the speed drop. And it goes for a defend order, going for its own defense boost. Fair enough. Blitzel breaks through the paralysis and goes for a Blast Burn. Blast Burn doing a bit of damage to the Duosion. There goes Duosion once again. This time Duosion will go for the Volt Switch. Oh, but Blitzel's Lightning Rod stops it. And it will raise its, what was special attack, was it? I don't remember what Lightning Rod raises. There goes the spikes from the Duosion. So anyone coming out on the field for the Cyndaquils will be hurt by the spikes. Not a bad move. And the Blitzel's gonna go for Vine Whip. Vine Whip barely doing any damage at all. Duosion has been handed a Blitzel with very low health, but still hasn't knocked it out. Goes for the reversal here. Finally, was not very effective thanks to Blitzel being the Psychic type, but it did knock it out. So Duosion does get to get rid of that Blitzel, but now it has to face off against Graveler. Graveler is hurt by the spikes. And Graveler goes for the Water Shuriken. Water Shuriken hits multiple times, only doing a bit of damage with each hit and only hitting twice. There goes Duosion again. This time with an Attract, trying to make Graveler fall in love with it, but it is not interested. Graveler with a Shockwave. Shockwave putting Duosion in the yellow. Duosion, triple arrows, that would be super effective. It still didn't do that much damage though. Graveler above half its health, still in the green, as it goes for Brave Bird. Brave Bird hits hard and Duosion's at 7 HP. The recoil though does some damage to the Graveler as Duosion goes for the Crush Claw. Not very effective, but will lower Graveler's defense. We'll see if that helps the EV Hearts at any point. Here comes the Graveler now with a Mach Punch, and that'll do it for Duosion. Duosion's gonna faint. So the EV Hearts now have their Tropius, the last Pokemon on their team. And it has the burden of winning the battle for them. 2 Pokemon to take out. Graveler already below half its health. It might be able to do it. There goes Tropius, turning itself into a fighting type, which will be super effective against the Graveler if it can use a stab move. There goes Tropius now with a Crush Claw, another one. And that's not very effective. Even though it was a crit, Graveler still looking good. There goes the Graveler with the String Shot. And the slow Tropius down. It was faster. We'll see if Graveler can move first now. Yes, it does. Graveler goes for the Fickle Beam. There goes the Fickle Beam, and it didn't do that much damage. Shadow Ball from the Tropius. Shadow Ball lands and Graveler goes down. Tropius did pretty well there. Not taking too much damage in order to take on the last Pokemon for the Cyndaquils, which is going to be the Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel terrestrializing. So Kilowattrel becomes the dark type. The dark type versus the fighting type. The fighting type? What am I saying? There goes the dark type versus the fighting type. Tropius with the type advantage. Sucker Punch is going to fail. It doesn't work against Metronome, as Tropius will go ahead and use a Gravity. Interesting. It's going to put Kilowattrel on the ground, but also itself. It's going to be on the ground as well, making both of them vulnerable to fighting moves. Actually, they both already were vulnerable to ground type moves because they had changed their typing. Tropius goes for the Confuse Ray, hoping Kilowattrel knocks itself out. That could definitely help. Kilowattrel Confuse does break through for this turn, and it goes for a Gastro Acid. Gastro Acid, of course, going to suppress Tropius' ability, so it won't have an effect anymore. And Tropius goes for the Struggle Bug, which is super effective against the Dark type now. However, Kilowattrel gets a special attack boost from that move. You gotta watch out for that. If it goes for a special move, it could be all bad. There goes Kilowattrel now. Going for the Shell Sidearm. That lands Tropius. Not looking great. It is on 50 HP so far. Here comes the Corrosive Gas. And it got rid of the sharp beak that Kilowattrel was holding. And Kilowattrel hits itself in confusion there. Still above half health though. And the Syrup Bomb from Tropius will slow Kilowattrel down, but again, that's going to raise his special attack thanks to competitive, making it pretty dangerous if it chooses to use a special move. Gravity returns to normal. Kilowattrel no longer confused. And it will go for a Dazzling Gleam. That is special, and Tropius goes down. They did not heed the ability on the Kilowattrel, and that lost them the match. If you enjoyed that match, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the Metronome Madness League for more battles, and I will see you in the next one.